The shenanigans will start no later than when I appear on the screen. You know, there's something to be said about, well, I mean, great effort. I don't mean in that sarcastic, trolling way, like where someone's playing a game against you or something like that, and they beat you just because, well, they got something more going for them than you do, and they're like, "Oh, great effort," like talking smack. I mean, great effort as in putting forth a great deal of yourself into an endeavor and bringing a reality to that endeavor. There's something to be said about it because quite consistently there are those who achieve great things from simply just only doing that. As they say, putting the nose to the grindstone. Well, when it comes to this particular thing, this guy's one of the best, at least in my estimation. Unlike myself, who, even when I did great effort for everything I did in my military career, I was still very much this just your standard, you know, grunt. And then super grunt, I guess you could say. Because I was still one among millions, no matter what else I did. It's pretty humbling to realize that. But this kid is truly one amongst hundreds of millions. So does. I like him. So, in case people aren't really in the know about the knowing of the know for him, um, he was one of the original content creators that was making fan animations and fan series and such of one of his favorite IPs, and that was Warhammer 40K. However, he got attacked and almost completely nuked by GW because GW is a bunch of, how do I say this without being absolutely destroyed? GW is a bunch of fuckwits, right? They came after him. They tried to sue him into oblivion. Thankfully, they failed. He took down everything he made for Warhammer 40K as a result of that, as far as I remember. However, he decided to transition into doing other stuff and basically gave GW the finger when they said, "Join us or else." He's one of the good ones. That being said, this was also a request from Discord. So, yeah, Discord is where you can send me requests directly, engage with other people that are on the Discord and on this channel. And then on top of that, there's memes. Oh, the memes. That being said, link in the description box down below. This one's from, I believe, Fire Mango, actually. Yeah, this one's from Fire Mango on Discord. So, let's jump in, shall we? I'm pretty sure I'll like it. It's my boy Sodas. Let's go. I really love how much gravity is given when he does this stuff, right? When he does, like, he's, to me, he's on the level with Sayama Peterson, easily so. Because you feel the weight of this freaking power armor while it's walking through. I love that. The detail's really crisp as well. If I was going to make a game, I would want to contract sodas to like make cutscenes and stuff. That's what I'd want to do personally. This is just it's good.
Status report. Troop deployments have been completed, but this area is not defensible. It's dangerous to make this our base, so we need to relocate.
Enough! Fortify and protect this place. That's an order.
Yes, sir.
Reinforce the base. Yes, sir. We might be here for a while.
I love that little touch right there. Typical freaking ivory tower brainlet being like, what'd you say doesn't matter. Combat veteran. Guy who knows what he's talking about. Subject matter expert in the affairs of war and combat. Just do the thing. Yeah. I know a thing or two about that in real life.
What? Hey!
Yeah, that's how you do it. Right through the neck if you can. Right through the neck or either side here. Hell, even down this way. Or just up through where like the aorta and stuff is. You stick the blade like right under that part of the ribs. Right. But you gotta make sure it goes like almost upward a bit. So almost a 45-degree angle. But anyway, yeah. This is beautifully done. Yeah, set up support by fire. Good. That's a good use of suppressing fire so that your other elements can move in. There's a thing that you do It's called individual movement techniques in the army, at least. I know the Marines use them too, and pretty much all ground branches or ground forces of pretty much every branch are going to know some basic level of this. IMT essentially is where you're operating either two soldiers in a team or tandem teams or something like that. One of you is going to be shooting at the enemy to keep their heads down or see if you can actually get them right, and then the other team's going to be moving as close to the enemy as they can. And then once they're set in place, right, because you don't want to be running for too long, especially if you're taking real heavy fire. You can't just run and sprint directly at the enemy the whole time because then you're just a running target. You want to get down or you want to get some kind of cover, if at the very least some kind of concealment or something that breaks up your silhouette so that it's harder for them to get a bead on you. And then you start firing and you signal the other part of the team to start moving up so you can keep the enemy position fixed. You can keep them in place, keep their heads down, and make it harder for them to shoot the rest of the team while they're moving in. And there's a thing you say when you're in training, because in real life, only about half the time you're going to do that, because people instinctually just fall in the training. If you do a lot of training, that is, it depends on the unit and who's doing what with who and whatever. But let me put that away for a second. But yeah, and what they would say is, "Cover me while I move," right? And then the other team would acknowledge, or the other team member would acknowledge, "I got you covered." Now, in real life, you know, we don't say it so formally. We'll say, "I'm moving," right? Because the other guys are set. And so basically, you're bounding positions to get closer and closer to the enemy so you can more effectively engage them. I like seeing that here. He does. I like some of this stuff. He's great. It tickles my brain in a good way.
Light them up!
And that flick in there, and that freaking, and that arm bashing that guy just straight away killing him. Like, you got to imagine these things are exerting hundreds of pounds, if not thousands of pounds of force. Not to mention it's made of metal armor. So that impacting with a body, I know a thing or two about that because I've been to war. And so sometimes what you need to do is that somebody will pop up next to your vehicle while you're in motion. They'll have like an RPG or an AK or something. And what we would do is we just run them over, right? Even if we smack them with part of the vehicle going that fast, quite often it debilitated them because it'll break bones. One guy we had to recover later. Unfortunately, he was alive. But we ran into him and he caught the front right corner of our Humvee's what's it called? It's not the grill. It's the top of the where like the lights and everything is. Well, anyway, top front corner of the Humvee, smashed into him and sent him flying. And we kept going to our position, and we were like, okay, the guys behind us will deal with him. Well, when we came back, we did like our cleanup and everything. After it was all over, scanning again for more enemies and doing a BDA. We came across a dude. He was still alive, unfortunately. And however, his whole entire rib cage on that side was entirely caved in and just almost black, that whole side of him. Almost. That's what it kind of looked like. It was all broken and he had internal bleeding and all that. Uh, yeah, too bad he didn't die instantly. That he was he was going through it. But unfortunately, because of the LOW and all that other Geneva bullshit that shouldn't really actually be nothing, because applying that to war makes war unduly difficult. Um, we had to bring him in and see if he could get medically treated and blah blah blah. However, he did die at least a week later, so there was that. But yeah, no, and that's just a Humvee doing maybe like 30 something. We were doing like 35 or 40 miles per hour ish, because we were trying to zoom through that part of the village and get to our position as quickly as possible. But yeah. Okay, I am back. Let's continue. I forgot where I was. I had to go do something real quick.
The ambush failed while the Paladins were out scouting, but all necessary reconnaissance is complete.
What about the surrounding hills?
We finished scouting the surrounding hills as well. It's more than enough to use for the operation.
Good. The NCR main force will arrive soon and link up with our vanguard. Keep the reconnaissance reports coming until we move on to the final operation. What a mess. Judging by the situation outside, there must be a war soon.
Paladin Lucius, welcome back.
I told you
The
everything.
NCR
Just let
attacked
me
us
go.
under cover of night.
No, wait.
And yes, there will soon be war. I need you to reinforce the defenses here to prepare for the next attack. I'll report to Elder Elijah.
Yes, sir.
Ad Victorium. What can I help you with, sir? I need to speak with Elder Elijah. Unfortunately, Elder Elijah is not authorized any contact. And what exactly is he doing in there that's so important? I'm not sure about the details, but he seemed to be looking for something. Acknowledged. When you are able to get in contact with the Elder, let him know that the NCR is mustering for a large-scale offensive. Yes, sir.
Where the hell is it, goddammit? No, it's okay. Yes, I just need to find it. I can fix everything.
God damn, this is enthralling. I am completely captured on this one. I love it. I love it. I watched some of the older ones with my son too, and he loves them. He has a great time. Oh, my NCO brain is killing me on this one. I mean, I understand having some low visibility, right, and being in a storm. Like I've moved through storms before. Uh, but a good amount of the time, what we would do is that if we had no choice but to move in a storm, quite often we'd be attached to each other in some way. But with something like this, right? I would have guys at least 15 meters apart because you could see 15 at least on this one. And then at the very least, you'd have some kind of rope with you, right? We always needed some kind of rope. If at the very least, some kind of, like 550 or something like that. And some kind of like, quick snap clips or something like that. And then attach them to everybody. But, moving in a line, I don't like that unless I have no choice. Because once the guy in the front goes down, well, whatever hit him could go through him and hit you too, and then hit the guy behind you. Which is why I like staggered lines, right? Staggered columns at the very least, especially for movement. And then response as well, because then if you're staggered, you don't have to, well, maneuver around your buddy in front of you in order to get a shot at the enemy. You're already offset from him. You got more than 5 degrees of separation, so you're safely able to engage them. And your buddy knows where you're going to be as well when he's engaged. So, well, anyway, trying not to rant too much. I'm trying to enjoy this a bit more, but that part of my brain doesn't turn off. I'm like, God damn it, spacing, staggered. I don't want all of you dying because a 50 cal went through 8 of you at once. Like,
I feel like we need more guys here. Are we getting relief?
Are the troops in their positions?
Yes, sir, they are in position.
Their status?
Our men are ready to attack.
Colonel Cassandra Moore's final approval of the operation.
Yes, sir. We have received the General's approval to commence with the operation.
All right. Commence the attack.
Contact! Contact!
man. Doing an attack in daytime is only a good idea if you have overwhelming firepower on your side. You are going to be the one that's able to control the engagement with maximum. You're the one that's able to have maximum control of engagement, or at least you can set the pace of engagement. And if you have overwhelming force and numbers, I mean, look, yeah, I've done missions. I've done stuff like where we are easily outnumbered by quite a bit. But we always had plenty of firepower on our side more often than not. There's been very few times we were outnumbered and outgunned. Well, not very few, a few. But it wasn't that rare for it to happen. We were always outnumbered in some way. But our firepower, right, our training, the quality of us versus our enemy was always greater. So we had a bit of overmatch there. But, God, like doing a charge like it's a D-Day invasion in the middle of the day, fuck. I mean, me, I'd wait till nighttime.
It started. Yes, sir. Those idiots are trying to break through the defensive line head on.
Next step.
could work, but if it's possible to surround a place, right? If it's possible to be able to control the entire space around the objective, you definitely want to do that, right? Even if you're outnumbered. Because here's the thing, the weapons we have today, great equalizers. If you have a force of, like, let's say 200, inside of some kind of compound, and then you have about 100, but you can surround the 200 entirely and then engage at will, and you have some kind of support, big giant equalizer. That being said, I mean, you'd still be kind of hard pressed at those odds to take the base, but you'd be on equal footing at the very least. I've done stuff where it's like, all right, well, we're expecting maybe 150. There's 60 of us. I'll take those odds. But we always tried to fight at a 3-1 numerical superior advantage. We didn't always get it because, well, of course, the enemy has other plans. So that being said, you can fight and win that way. But I wouldn't only come from just, 4 different directions. Well, 3 technically, because it's front. It's at their 12, their 9, and their 3. I'd have someone coming up the 6 as well.
NCR is smarter than you think. 4th Company, defend the eastern front. Lucius, I want you to lead the assault squad to defend the western front. Yes, sir. Pardon, this is HB. Lead your squad to support the eastern front. Copy that. Squad, follow me. Assault squad, clear the western front. Assault squad in position. We are ready to drop.
Only one side took the bait.
It doesn't matter. They just need to buy us time. Send in the main force.
Alright, there we go. Where were these guys earlier? Personally, I would have set them at least behind the second line of attack, essentially. Right? Because how it works, like, let's say you're going with just your average infantry squad. You're going to have someone with some kind of anti-armor. If you're running real light, then you'll have what's called a weapons squad per platoon. And the weapons squad, they've got the anti-armor, they've got the anti-air, and they've got the heavy weapons and the medium machine guns and light machine guns. And so they're your support squad, essentially. And they'll have attached to them like mortars and some kind of demolition specialist if you can get one of those, like EOD or someone equivalent, or someone trained in demo, because we have those as well. Or engineers, they'll be with them as well, and the medics. So that being said, that's something I would have done, honestly, was have them at the front. Well, okay, integrated with their squads and teams and platoons going to the front. But anyway, this is supposed to be just fun. It's just hard to turn off that part of my brain.
Shit! Enemy smoke!
Scanning for hostiles.
Well, they got to advance.
Alright, concentrate fire on that turret.
Burn in hell, Brad!
Freaking A. I think Suicidal doesn't even freaking. God damn. Those guys are charging in and just dying in droves. Again, it kind of reminds me of D-Day.
Target in range.
Oh, they got the anti-armor.
The assault troops cannot return to the front line.
Sapper Company has arrived at the objective.
Good. Let's finish up.
You're clear to fire! Be careful not to hit the building.
Enemy sappers! We have to get them out of here.
Attention!
At ease. So what's the situation on the battlefield?
We've sent units to both sides of the objective to disperse the enemy's defenses, and now our sappers, under the cover of first recon, are hit the enemy's main force.
Good. It's going according to plan.
Fall back to the rear line!
There you go.
Okay, sir. Yeah, I'm fine. Let me move you to cover. There's no way we can beat those sappers if you retreat to our rear lines now. There's only one option left. HQ, this is HP. Current status, code red. Reactivate the prototypes, now.
But sir, if we reactivate the prototype, we won't get the data.
It's not up for discussion. Do it now.
Yes, sir. Activate the
buddy.
sentry bots.
Move it now!
Uh-oh, they're bringing out something heavy.
Let's finish them. Keep going. Okay. Get ready.
Hostile target.
Damn. Oh.
Attack formation!
Keep up the pressure! We're pushing us back! Lock the bastard down!
Contact! Sniper! Take him out!
Systems locked for. Engaging hostile target.
Damn.
Retreat!
The enemy's retreating. Keep pushing and we'll take this.
The enemy is breaking through with war machines. Our main force is retreating. Anti-tank company has been overrun and is unable to retreat.
What?
Enemy heavy armor is breaking through the lines.
What heavy armors? Major, you didn't say anything about enemy heavy armors.
Our scouts didn't report anything like that. They were probably inside of Helios 1.
Damn it. Stupid bastards. Retreating when there's still an AT team left. Even if the AT team is wiped out, those weapons must be recovered. Major, I'm taking command of this operation.
Yes, ma'am.
Uh-oh. Is this going to be good or bad? Because usually when someone's like, there's something happening you didn't know was going to happen, and now I'm taking it over.
Tell the remaining rear line troops to stay where they are and cover the AT team to the end, and that anyone who retreats will be shot. Damn! Rangers!
Colonel.
This is an emergency. The front line's been overrun by enemy war machines. Both flanks have fallen back, and the first recons are retreating. In the process, our ATs have been surrounded. We need to save them. At the very least, we need those weapons. Think you can do it?
We'll do as much as our squad can. Just need fire support.
All right, let's go. This is when the players step in.
Troops in those positions. Bring the weapons.
Understood.
Yeah, I was going to say, where were these earlier? I mean, it seems like the NCR kind of failed to account for, the armor. I would have been like, okay, they probably have armor. I want to have anti-armor integrated in the front of all sorts, right? So if I could have the option of having like anti-material rifles of any kind, like 50 cal or really any 12.7 millimeter, especially if it's got APT, right? And then some kind of missile system, mortars, you can drop them around. If you got mortars that are good enough, they sometimes can actually hit vehicles. I've seen some wondrous mortarmen in action. It was great. But yeah, and then for local fire support, you'd be running some kind of. Well, then again, this is in the Fallout universe, so maybe this kind of stuff's very scarce. What I remember from Fallout, the Fallout universe is mostly from the games. I've never delved into the lore that deeply, although it's really fun. But yeah, if I had the resources, I would spare no expense, right? I want to hit them with overwhelming firepower. And I want to have overmatch for everything that they got. But anyway, that's just me. This is great, though. This is awesome. I freaking love it.
Squad, status report.
Rooster, ready. Whiskey, ready.
November, ready. Good. Let's get to work.
Heads up!
Right in the head.
Decoy team, get ready.
It's an ambush! It's a signal! Open fire! Shut him up! I'm covering you! We've got an attack!
Another enemy attack from our sides. Concentrate firepower on the flanks. Suppressing fire! On them!
Engaging hostile target.
Friendly approaching! Come on! Enemy took the bait! Move! Falling back!
Engaged.
Go! Moving in!
It's begun. All units, fire at will.
Yeah, buddy. Let's go. Oh.
AMR! They're sniping at our paladins. HQ, have the sentry bots target the AMR's firing position.
Engaging hostile target.
We've been detected. Squad, move locations after taking a shot. All squads, take cover and avoid sniper fire. Take cover! Get under cover! Find cover!
But while they're taking cover, it'll be harder for them to engage.
Relocating to avoid bombardments. Keep firing! Sir, are you all right? One sentry bot is down. We must fall back.
AT team secured! Falling back!
Commander down. Retreat.
Well, he got his back, didn't he? Yeah, buddy.
We're outnumbered and at a tactical disadvantage. You must make a decision now, Elder.
Are you planning on making the noble sacrifices of our men meaningless? It is our mission to safeguard technology. We must hold this place to the very end.
Elder, if our chapter falls, preserving our technology will be impossible. We are on the brink of destruction.
McNamara is right. Since we have civilians with us, we should retreat from Helios 1 for now, regroup in a safe location, and then recapture this place.
Silence! We will defend the technology. That is our top priority. Dismissed!
Damn, those guys are in an impossible situation, it seems. Me personally, though, I'd be like, well, you're jeopardizing the complete and total goal of our whole entire thing, so, we'll just say the Elder got killed. That's what the story will be. Oh, whoops. Yeah. Yeah, there was too much fire. We tried to extract him, but it didn't work out. Essentially. That's what I would do. many people does the NCR have? They've got to be down like hundreds at this point. And what do they got? Maybe thousands? Or at least I hope it's thousands.
Hostile target detected.
Damn, here we go again.
How many enemies are there?
It's a force of about 2 companies, sir.
This is just a scouting attack. They're testing our defenses. Keep the alarm off.
Yes, sir.
I don't have much more ammo.
I got half left.
Low on supplies and low on guys.
So, what's the current situation?
The NCR's night attack earlier this morning has just ended. There have been a total of 3 today.
Their aim is to deplete our ammunition reserves and bleed us dry. What's the status on the maintenance?
As per your orders, we barely managed to keep the sentry bots operational by replacing their depleted energy fuel with various other equipment. We've also deployed a few counter snipers to keep an eye on the surrounding ridges. And due to ammunition shortages, the fire team's paladins have rearmed with captured light machine guns.
All right. That should hold us over for now.
So, you weren't able to get his approval then?
I tried to convince him too, but it was no use.
Our chances of winning this battle are extremely low. And even if we do, the cost will be enormous. I'm not sure how valuable this place really is, but
what about our chapter's casualties?
Over 60% of our forces, including officer-level paladins, are down. The assault team managed to return on foot after their equipment broke down, but the remaining paladins are either wounded or too damaged to mobilize effectively. At this point, we have almost no combat-ready squads left.
If an officer-level paladin is killed within the company, appoint the next lower-ranking paladin as acting commander. If necessary, promote knights to paladins and deploy them. Expedite their power armor training so they can be deployed as quickly as possible.
That's not the only issue. After their large-scale assault, the NCR has completely sealed off the area surrounding Helios 1. Our supply lines are cut, and we're running dangerously low on ammunition and resources.
Okay, so the NCR has a huge number of people to throw at this. Okay, that clears up something.
Desertions are also increasing.
Damn it. Those Rangers. Have you found anything out about them?
Not exactly, but they're definitely different from the Rangers we've dealt with before.
What an NPC that reaches some kind of self-awareness says about players in the game, I bet.
We analyzed some of the rounds embedded in our fallen brothers' power armor. They seem to be using custom-made rounds of a much larger caliber than the AMRs Rangers typically use.
You're right, Lucius. But even if they weren't here, fighting under these conditions is next to impossible. Our chances of winning are dwindling by the moment. They've been reinforcing even after the last major battle, dragging us into a war of attrition that we can't win. And here we are, trapped, unable to find a breakthrough. If only the Elder wasn't so stubborn. Are the recon teams I ordered still being sent out?
Yes, sir. And it does appear to be the weakest point in their encirclement.
Good. Start gathering valuable weapons and technology. We're preparing for a full-blown retreat.
Get down! Sniper!
Contact over there! Move out!
Go! Get your heads down, boys! Get down!
Damn, those guys are good shots. Or at least decent.
Open fire! It's counterattack! Keep attacking!
Damn, they set up a whole camp and everything, just like the Romans used to do. People don't know what the Roman legionaries used to do is they'd march all day, and then when they would set up camp, they would like all basically pitch in. They would set up everything they needed to, even defense fortifications and all of that. And then that way, if they were attacked while they were sleeping, like they had their own like little stronghold going on. But yeah, like bub, I like that. I like that. It's a good thing they don't have to worry about artillery though. Probably makes it easier.
Major, Charlie Company's just arrived.
What's the casualty report?
21 KI, 25 wounded, 5 missing in action.
Prepare the remaining personnel to be reassigned to other companies for redeployment.
Understood. Sir, how long are we going to keep grinding ourselves down like this? Our troops are exhausted.
Reinforcements are on their way. Once they arrive, we're launching a full-scale assault. Colonel Moore is being cautious because we've lost most of our anti-tank weaponry.
Well, I heard we suffered heavy losses during the last offensive, and not just anti-tank units, but entire battalions.
That's affirmative. Some companies were completely wiped out. The objective this time is to reclaim Helios 1 using troops personally trained by Colonel Moore. Losing our anti-tank arsenal and needing outside reinforcements must have made her furious. In any case, the assault will begin soon. Make sure everything's ready.
Yes, sir.
Man, oh man. It's freaking awesome. I'm like deep into it. I know. It's just good. It really is.
All units are ready. We've completed our final reconnaissance of the enemy as you ordered, and as expected, have confirmed their ammunition is nearly depleted.
All right. Time to end this.
What's the situation? Sir, it's an emergency. A huge NCR force is coming. Give me a sit rep. They hit us under the sandstorm. We're low on ammo and won't hold out for long.
Good old-fashioned cavalry charge. I like it.
Enemy cavalry on both sides!
Lucius, get posted on both flanks. Yes, sir. Hardy, status support to Elder Elijah.
Heads up!
Contact! Open fire!
Our cavalry's in enemy range, but the sandstorm's making cover and fire difficult.
Suppress both sides of the building. Aim for the muzzle flashes.
Let's go.
Are you okay, sir?
Aim for the muzzle flash! Rapid fire!
Sniper! Take cover! Sniper!
We need sentry bot support on both flanks. Requesting immediate fire support. Negative, we're barely holding the main line. Enemy AMRs are pressing both flanks. We can't stop the cavalry. We're about to be surrounded.
We need every one of them!
Boom! This is great. The amount of action he's able to pack into these two. And it's just him. It's just Soda's doing this. It's so good. I'm just like, oh! I'm eyes all the way forward.
I'm out of ammo!
Both defense lines are collapsing. Machine guns 1 and 3 are out of ammo. The enemy's pushing in. All units, move inside. Prepare for the final stand.
Yeah, buddy. Look at that quick drop.
Most of our men are inside. Understood. Closing the door.
Ah.
Let's blow this thing to hell.
Well, whatever works, really. Although I would have preferred some kind of like specialized AT right there. Maybe like an AMR or I don't know, at least a rocket launcher or something. Maybe if they still had them in, I don't know if, actually, I don't know if they have them in Fallout, actually. LAWs? Probably not. They probably still have just, because of the era. And they gotta, well, anyway, I'm gonna stop trying to overthink all this shit. It's just so good, I'm like, this is the end.
All squads, check your members and prepare to resupply the fire team. And focus defense on 3 sectors.
Sir, we've got trouble.
Later, Hardin. We've got to get ready for the final stand.
The Elder is gone.
What?
What the hell? The Elder's missing?
Sir, with the Elder gone, you're next in command.
Gate's about
to be breached.
Effective immediately, I assume full command of the Mojave chapter. As the chapter commander, I hereby order all units to abandon Helios 1 and retreat.
Sir, we can't pull back all our forces. If we do, the enemy will easily track us down.
We'll hold them off. Get the chapter out of here.
Lucius!
Sir, you can't save everyone. If sacrifice is necessary, let my squad have that honor.
Ad Victorium.
Ad Victorium.
Ad Victorium. Ad Victorium.
Gotta say, I do love their sense of brotherhood and everything, though. Gotta like that.
The pounding stopped.
Yep. I gotta remember that human life is not precious in the Fallout universe. You know, it's just like send waves of them at them and get it done. Freaking A. Oh, here he goes. Yep, that's how it goes.
Area secure.
Give me a sec. All right, to finish up before I was interrupted. All right, let's go. Damn, he took one.
Now, move! Go, go, go! Enemy smoke.
down and surrender. We haven't lost. All we did was give up Helios 1. And you're coming with me.
Damn it!
Oh, it was a trap.
Hostile.
They're on us!
Intruder. Intruder.
Assault squad, come in. Assault squad.
The war is over. Our losses were severe, but in the end we succeeded in taking Helios 1. Yet, because of the internal security systems the Brotherhood activated, the facility remains inoperable and abandoned in our hands. Whether this victory and the lives lost to claim it held any real meaning, I still cannot say.
I led the remaining brothers into Hidden Valley. Here I must rebuild the future of the Mojave chapter. But whether we can rise again or fall once more to this endless attrition, that uncertainty weighs heavily on me. And facing that reality, I'm reminded of one truth. War. War never changes.
Oh, here comes the actual player. I was gonna say, like, the Rangers are basically kind of like players in this one, but the real player came out at the end, it seems. Oh, buddy. God, this was good. Damn good. Good job, Sodas, dude. He's the really is. He really is. Link in the description box down below. Give him a like, a follow, and a share, and all that shit, dude. He's great. Oh, all the shit he has to do. That's a. When I said earlier, I mean it when I say great effort. It's a huge endeavor to do this. I mean, I've tried doing programming and coding and all that kind of stuff myself, and my God. Those who just can naturally get it, that's goddamn amazing. Yeah, frigate. Oh, whoops. Bob. This was great. Someone has something I love. To quote Mr. House, shiny armor and ideological purity don't count for much when you're outnumbered 15-1. That's true. All of that only for the NCR to recruit Fantastic with his theoretical degree in physics. God damn. Well, anyway, that being said, this was great. I love this. That being said, also, what did you think? Did you have as much fun watching as I did? You let me know in the comments down below. Although I can't turn off part of my brain because, well, I was a career lifetime soldier. Well, no longer lifetime, but you know what I mean. But you might have enjoyed it as much, if not more so, than myself. So let me know what you think in the comments down below. All right, you know what time it is. Be good. Be safe. Make good life for yourselves. Don't compromise safety and security for nobody and nothing. Death and disaster is only a second away. Do what you can today. And I'll see y'all in the next one. I am Badger7 Actual, the formerly homeless veteran, Blast Cat Badger, out. But god damn, just how many bodies does it take to conquer one whole